What's up, my people? You're now tuned in to me TV. Now, we going to bring you all the stories about the stories that we need to bring you stories about. You feel me? So, that's what we going to do. Some stories might be good. Some stories might be tragic. But, hey, man, that's how these stories go. I don't make it up. We getting into it. You feel me? So look, man, bang the like button. Bang that subscribe button. You see them on the screen. Yeah, them right there. Hit the like and subscribe, man. Hit that right there. Now we about to get started with our story.
We're hearing from Zion's mother about the agonizing wait for those answers. Her mother isn't giving up hope that investigators will find the body of the 17-year-old from East Point.
Zion went missing back on January 4th. On March 30th, her cousin admitted in court to putting her body in a dumpster. On May 31st, the search for Zion's body began in Macomb County landfill. Sean Lay has been following this from the very beginning. Where do things stand right now, Sean?
Well, I met Zion Foster's mother up on the west side of Detroit last January as she was searching for her daughter Zion. So it's very important we continue to check in on her on this. And as you mentioned, May 31st, that's when the landfill search for Zion's remains began. It was supposed to last 6 to 8 weeks, but it continues now, weeks later, and with no remains found. Here's how Zion's mother is reacting tonight. A summer-long landfill search for the remains of Zion Foster continues. Like any parent, Zion's mother, Sierra Milton, is starting to have her doubts.
At this point, I don't know if she's there. So the thought process has been from the beginning, is he leading us on a wild goose chase?
Milton is talking about the last person to see her daughter alive, Zion's cousin Jalen Brazier, who told police he put Zion's body in a dumpster last winter when he says she suddenly passed away. That has led Detroit police and a team of searchers to spend the entire summer combing through the Pine Tree Acres landfill in Lenox Township, a search that was to last 6 to 8 weeks but continues on. Milton thinks by now something would have been uncovered.
A phone, her purse, anything pertaining to her physical being.
Where there was hope for closure at the start of summer, Milton knows she may now have to start all over again. She says she could fall apart, but refuses to for Zion.
Zion was very strong, and she would tell me, Mommy, we need you. And so I'm looking at her siblings, my younger children, and I'm like, they need me, so I can't just fly off the hinge. I can't just lose it, even though moment by moment, I absolutely want to.
Who wouldn't in these horrible, horrible circumstances Sierra Milton has been facing all year long with the disappearance and likely death of her daughter, Zion. Now, look, we've checked with Detroit police often on this. We checked again today, and they said if we're going to continue searching and if we have something to report, we will report right back to you. So right now, no word on if they're going to stop searching or if this investigation will head into a different direction. We're live tonight. Sean Lay, Local 4, back to you.
So feel for Sierra as she's trying to search for these answers. Thanks, Sean. We appreciate it.
What's up, my family? Today we got a sad one, man. We got a real sad one, man. First, I would like to start off with saying rest in peace, Zion Foster. And the condolences and respect goes out to her mother. This is a tragic, tragic story, man. It's a crazy story. Got a lot of twists and turns. Hey, and before you go any further, look, man, I got another clip for y'all, update, because as you see, her cousin was arrested for this, right? This guy right here was arrested for the incident. News reports say he said she just died. Now, come on, man. How many people just died? How many people just died smoking weed? And was something in the weed that had an adverse effect on her? Because if it was, then that means you was responsible for putting it in there. And this is your cousin from the news reports. This is not alleged. It must be alleged by the news then, because the news, as you saw, said this. You feel me? And I find it weird. Like, you her cousin. What would make you want to kill her? Were you on some type of weirdo time? Man, it's crazy, but it's a twist and it's a turn to this story. Because they got this guy in custody. So they say. But this story is from last year, man, 2022. This story is from 2022. This is not a new story, but it has a new update to it, man. You feel me? Now just think about it. You smoking with your cousin. You this young lady. And all of a sudden, something crazy go down. What, did you try to come on to her sexually? What happened, man? What happened? Now they can't even find the girl body, as you seen on the news clipping. Like, this is wild, man. This is wild. Like, what is a person supposed to think? Did you do something that if she would have said something about it, it was no coming back from? Because I don't get it, and I don't understand why is this senseless murder even happen. This is her cousin. Now, I don't know in which way, shape, or form she is related to this guy, like far as the cousin-wise, but they are related. Why did this happen? This is a crazy, crazy story, man. But let me tell you something. If you want to know what happened to this guy, man, stay tuned. We got another clip to show you, man. This is wild. Like, it speaks for itself. You feel what I'm saying? This speaks for itself. It's no way this girl should have got murdered like that. Now you got a suspect, right? But I want y'all to stay tuned right quick. I'm about to get y'all this clip to let y'all know this update, man. This is wild, man.
5 today, the suspect in the death of Zion Foster is a free man, and it has her mother outraged.
If you aren't aware of the case, let's just go ahead and get you caught up a little bit. Foster went missing January 4th. This was last year. Her cousin, Jalen Brazier, confessed to dumping her body in a dumpster after claiming he discovered she died while the two were smoking marijuana. After a months-long search in a Macomb County landfill, her remains were never found. Sean Lay spoke to Zion's mother today, and Sean, he was supposed to be locked up for what, at least 2 years?
23 months to 4 years was the sentence, Kimberly. I can confirm tonight that Jalen Brazier is out. Department of Corrections has released him, and this has blindsided Zion Foster's mother. Were you made aware that his sentence had been changed?
No.
Why?
That is a good question.
The last person with Sierra Milton's daughter, Zion Foster, was Zion's cousin, Jalen Brazier, last January 4th. Brazier told investigators Zion just died. He panicked and dumped her body in the trash. Last March, Macomb County Judge Edward Servito sentenced Brazier to 23 months to 4 years in prison for lying to police as they searched for Zion. But we've learned the Michigan Department of Corrections put Brazier in a special alternative incarceration program, a boot camp, drastically cutting his sentence. His release date is today. Zion's mother was never told by Judge Servito that this was happening. She did get this note from someone close to the case that it could happen.
The document that I received that told me that he was going to be free, it said that this was approved by the judge. My reaction, I'm livid. I'm absolutely livid.
Detroit police spent months picking through a landfill, unable to find Zion's remains. Without Zion's body, Local 4 crime and safety expert Darnell Blackburn says the case just gets more difficult.
The time frame is also a big factor. How long before they even were tipped off? And I think it was several months before they even were tipped off that the remains were in the dump site.
They're talking to him. Our detectives are constitutionally doing everything they can to talk to him, investigate him.
Someone's life is gone. Things are forever changed.
and you just get to go back to live your life like nothing's happened.
And right now, Jalen Brazier is free out on parole. Now, we also know September 13th last fall, Judge Servito signed off on Department of Corrections putting Brazier in that boot camp program. We're trying to ask the judge tonight, did he know with the completion of the program that there was a big possibility that Brazier could be released by Department of Corrections? Another big question for Zion's mom, does she have standing in his court to bring this up again, to object to this, to have it reviewed again? We're live tonight. Showing Light, Local 4.
Man, this is a crazy story, man. Like, comment, subscribe, share, comment. Comment, man, about how you feel about this story. What you think about this story. What's your comments? What's your reactions? What's your feeling? What you think he did? Or what happened in the house? You feel what I'm saying? But this is crazy. This started in 2022, and he recently got released as of January, around the January 17th of 2023, man. This gotta be devastating to this young lady's mother, man. When you had a suspect, he served time for lying, not for the murder, not for which he confessed putting her body in a dumpster. And he got 23 months up until 4 years. And the judge signed off on a boot camp or a program to let him come home, or allow him to come home, or even give him the chance to come home early. If they totally disregarded the fact that he confessed to dumping her in the body, so you admitted to guilt in the situation. So something you did directly caused her death. So my thing is, why are they letting you out of jail? Why are they letting you out of jail? Because most situations, the black guy never gets the benefit of the doubt, right? So why in this situation, when all the fingers point to him, and he's even pointing them to himself? Excuse me. He pointed to himself. He gave a statement. Nobody said this for him. He said this for himself. So, man, like, comment, subscribe. This a crazy one. Condolences to Zion Foster's family, man. And I hope they get to the bottom of this, man. As much as I don't wish jail upon nobody, this is a fishy situation, man. And I don't like it. And I don't like the fact that every time you turn around, we essentially killing each other and our women. But like I say, man, I ain't gonna keep y'all too longer. Like, comment, subscribe, share, bam, and hit that notification bell, because I'm going to hit you with another one. You heard me on Me TV. You heard me?